Hey party people, welcome to Soirée School. My name is Amber and I'm a party planner and your host. With every Soirée School lesson, my job is to empower you with the information and ideas that you need to plan and host like a professional at home. The first season of Soirée School is all about the foundations of throwing a good party and being a great host. In Lesson 1, we discuss the importance of defining the purpose and feeling of a party. If you didn't watch that episode, go back, watch that one first, and then meet me back here. Now, Lesson 2 is all about standing on business, and let me tell you why. We are discussing setting a party's priorities and the budget. These are two steps you cannot skip because they will inform every decision you make along the way. So let's get started. Let's start with a party's priorities. When you think about all the elements of a party, it's easy to see how an inspiring hostess with the mostest can get really lost in the sauce. You've got location, furniture, decor, food, beverages, music, entertainment, flowers, favors, the list really goes on. And as you start to weave together every single detail, every element will feel so important and necessary, but you really have to stop and prioritize. And you're prioritizing for the sake of the budget, for the sake of the experience, and for the sake of yourself. Having the most and doing the most are two completely different things. So the next time you are going to plan a party or invite guests over to hang out, I want you to sit down and do a prioritization exercise. Make a list of all the party details and everything that you feel is important for the occasion. If you're throwing a party for someone else, consider all the details that they might consider to be important for the occasion. And think about your guests. They'll have different needs and different interests depending on who's coming over. Identify the top 3 elements that feel the most important and the 3 elements that feel the least important. For example, I love food, so that's always my number 1. My number 2 is usually music, and my number 3, depending on the occasion, is flowers or games. On the opposite side of that, lower ranking on my list might be fancy decor, or over extravagant party favors, or a large bar offering. You have to do the exercise and choose what feels fitting for you, rank your party priorities, and keep that list in front of you during the party process so you can stay focused and realistic. Now that we've got our priorities in order, let's talk about the party's budget. Determine the amount of money you feel comfortable investing in the party. Set aside 15% for all the little things that are going to pop up along the way or last minute, and then let's focus on the 85%. As you look at that 85%, consider all the categories. Typically for a house party, that includes food, beverage, music, entertainment, decor, flowers, favors, and other home essentials to clean, host, and then clean again. So when you're looking at your budget and considering where to spend, where to save, and is there anywhere that you can use what you've already got at home, this is an exercise that's going to be really important to prioritizing and setting you up for success. Consider the purpose, consider the occasion, and consider your party priorities each time you're about to make a decision and make a purchase. If food is a priority, you want to hire an incredible caterer, great. Then can you save a little bit on music and just create a playlist? If music is a priority and you want to hire a live musician, also great. Can you keep a very minimal decor? I'm challenging you to set this budget and actually stick to it so you can feel good about hosting and you'll host more often because you're sticking to this assigned budget. So that's your homework, that's your challenge, and that is a wrap on Lesson 2. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back next week, and in the meantime, be sure to follow and subscribe to We Media for more recommendations, tips, and how-tos.